Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today with one undeniable truth. You have been created for a purpose. There is a divine plan for your life, a mission tailored specifically for you. Your heart beats with potential, and deep within you lies the guidance you seek. But how do you know if you are walking in the path God has laid before you? What are the signs that He is leading you to the very purpose you were born to fulfill? Let us take a moment and reflect on the signs that confirm God's guidance is at work in your life. These signs are not mere coincidences. They are divine nudges, whispers of the Almighty, affirming that your steps are aligned with His plan. A deep sense of inner peace. When God is guiding you to your purpose, you will experience a peace that surpasses all understanding. In the midst of uncertainty, there will be a quiet assurance deep in your spirit. This peace is not the absence of challenges, but the calm confidence that you are on the right path. You see, the world may be in turmoil around you, but when you are walking in your purpose, your heart will remain anchored in God's peace. Uncommon favor in unexpected places. As you follow God's leading, you will encounter favor like you've never known before. It's the kind of favor that opens doors you thought were locked forever. People will extend opportunities to you that seem out of your reach simply because God's hand is upon your life. What was once a distant dream begins to unfold before your eyes, and you realize that favor is not a coincidence. It is the confirmation of God's direction. Persistent desire in your heart. God has placed a divine desire within your heart, a yearning that refuses to be ignored. It is the burning passion for a specific calling, an undeniable drive to pursue a purpose bigger than yourself. You may try to ignore it or set it aside, but the desire will persist, growing stronger with time. This is not a fleeting whim. This is the voice of God stirring your spirit, urging you to take the next step. Unexpected challenges that strengthen you. Understand this: God does not promise a trouble-free path. In fact, there will be challenges along the way. But these challenges are not signs of defeat. They are tools of preparation. Every obstacle is shaping you, molding you, and strengthening your character for the work ahead. God allows these challenges to refine you, to equip you with the resilience necessary to fulfill your purpose. Confirmation through others. You are never alone on this journey. God often uses others to confirm the direction He is taking you. Sometimes it is a word of encouragement from a friend, a prophetic word from a mentor, or even a simple conversation that ignites a deeper understanding of your calling. When others begin to affirm what you already sense in your spirit, it is doors opening and closing at the right time. Divine timing is crucial in the fulfillment of your purpose. There will be moments when doors open and opportunities come rushing in, and you will feel God's favor guiding you. And there will be other times when doors close, not because you failed, but because God is redirecting your steps. He knows when to move you forward and when to hold you back. Trust His timing, for He is the master of perfect timing. A deep sense of fulfillment in what you do. Finally, when you are walking in your God-given purpose, you will experience a deep sense of fulfillment in everything you do. It's not about wealth or fame. It's about knowing that your life matters, that your actions align with God's will. There is joy in purpose, a satisfaction that fills you even when the work is hard, because you are doing exactly what you are made to do. So today I encourage you to reflect on these signs. Look at your life through the lens of divine guidance. If you're experiencing these signs, know God is with you, directing your every step toward the destiny He has prepared for you. Trust Him. Stay faithful. Walk with confidence, because the road you are on is the one He has paved for you. You are not walking alone. Your purpose is unfolding, and with every sign, you are one step closer to fulfilling it. May you embrace the guidance of God, knowing that the journey of purpose is the most fulfilling journey you will ever take. God bless you. The journey of purpose is not just a destination, it is a path that unfolds with every step you take. It's the story of your life, written by a divine hand, and you are the protagonist of this magnificent narrative. Many of us go through life wondering if we're truly walking the right path, questioning whether we're fulfilling the calling that's been placed on our hearts. Yet, deep inside, somewhere deep within you, that you were made for more, that there is a greater reason for your existence than simply living day by day. Purpose is not a random occurrence. It is not something that just happens by chance. No, purpose is the very essence of your being. It's the reason you were created. You weren't put on this earth to merely exist. You were put here to make an impact, to leave a mark that speaks to the world of the greatness within you. And the best part, you don't have to walk this journey of purpose alone. There's a divine guidance that leads you. There's a hand that directs your steps, even when you cannot see the road ahead. And though the path may seem uncertain at times, even confusing, know that God is always present, guiding you with love, grace, and wisdom. His voice is in the whisper of your heart, and His plan for your life is unfolding, even when you cannot fully understand it in the moment. This journey isn't about what you can do on your own, but about discovering what God has already placed within you. It's about listening to the subtle signs and learning to trust the direction He's leading you. It's about recognizing that every moment, the highs, the lows, the struggles, the victories, is part of a bigger picture, a divine masterpiece being painted in real time. We all experience moments of doubt and confusion. We all ask ourselves, am I on the right track? But the truth is, God has already placed everything you need for your journey within you. You have the tools, the vision, and the strength to walk it. The question is, will you trust the signs He's giving you along the way? Will you have the courage to step forward in faith, knowing that even when the road seems unclear, the one who created you is guiding every single step? So I urge you to embrace this journey with open arms, knowing that the road ahead may be unknown, but the purpose that awaits you is worth every challenge, every moment of uncertainty, every step of faith. You are being guided. You are not alone. And with each passing day, you are closer to discovering the fullness of the incredible purpose God has designed for you. Your journey has already begun, and I believe the best is yet to come. There comes a moment in every person's life when they begin to ask the deeper questions. Questions about meaning, direction, and purpose. You may find yourself standing at a crossroads, unsure of which way to go, wondering if the path you've chosen is the one you're meant to walk. But in the midst of all the confusion, there is one undeniable truth. When God is guiding you to your purpose, a deep sense of inner peace will settle in your heart. This peace doesn't come from external circumstances. It is not dictated by the world around you. The storms of life can be raging. The challenges can be overwhelming, yet there is a peace that transcends all of that. It's a stillness within your spirit, a calm assurance that you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you were made to do. It is a peace that cannot be manufactured by human effort or achieved through worldly success. This peace is divine, and it is evidence that you are walking in alignment with God's plan for your life. Think about it for a moment. The world is filled with noise. The pressures of daily life, the expectations of others, the weight of your own doubts, all of these can create a constant roar in your mind. Yet when God is leading you to your purpose, that noise begins to fade. It doesn't mean the challenges disappear, but it does mean you are no longer driven by anxiety or confusion. Instead, you are propelled by the quiet confidence that comes from knowing that God is at work in your life. His peace is like a steady anchor in the storm, holding you firm and steady when everything around you seems uncertain. This peace allows you to make decisions with clarity, to move forward with confidence, even when the path is not fully revealed. When you are guided by the divine, you may not always have all the answers, but you will have the peace that comes from trusting in the one who holds the future. It's a peace that assures you deep in your soul that your steps are ordered by God. And in that peace, you find the courage to move forward. Not because the way is clear, but because you know that God's presence goes with you and that His guidance will never fail. So, my friend, when you experience that deep inner peace, recognize it as a sign. It is the whisper of God in your spirit, affirming that you are walking in your purpose. And let that peace be your compass, your guide, and your strength as you journey toward the destiny that God has already prepared for you. Trust that peace, embrace it, and know that it is God's confirmation that you are exactly where you need to be. There are times in life when doors seem closed, opportunities appear out of reach, and the road ahead looks uncertain. But when God is guiding you to your purpose, something extraordinary begins to happen. Favor starts to show up in places you least expected. It's as if the universe itself aligns in your favor, and what seemed impossible becomes not only possible, but within your grasp. This is not the kind of favor you can earn or manipulate. It's divine favor, a gift from God, and when it shows up, it changes everything. You might find yourself in situations you never imagined, encountering people who open doors for you without even knowing why. It's as though the very people who once seemed indifferent or distant begin to support you in ways you couldn't have planned. You might receive an opportunity that seemed unattainable, or your hard work and dedication might suddenly be recognized by those in positions of influence. This favor doesn't just show up in big ways, but in the small moments as well. The chance meeting with someone who shares your vision, the phone call you didn't expect but that brings new possibilities, or the sudden clarity that allows you to move forward with confidence. This kind of favor often comes at the most unexpected times. It might show up when you least deserve it, when you least expect it, or even when you're at your lowest point. But that's when God's favor shines brightest. It doesn't depend on your circumstances or your qualifications. It flows from God's grace and mercy. It's a reminder that His plans for your life are greater than your own. When you start to walk in your divine purpose, favor is not a mere possibility. It becomes a reality, unfolding in ways that you could never orchestrate on your own. And here's the thing, this favor isn't just about gaining personal success or accolades. It's about positioning you for the greater good. It's about opening doors not only for your benefit, but so that you can be a blessing to others. The favor you experience is designed to move you closer to the calling that God has placed on your life, to equip you to serve others, and to fulfill the purpose for which you were created. What might seem like a coincidence to the world is actually God's hand at work in your life. And as you begin to recognize this favor, let it serve as a reminder that you are not walking this path alone. There are divine forces that's at play. And God is orchestrating everything around you to lead you to your destiny. The favor you experience in unexpected places is a powerful sign that you are on the right track, walking in the purpose that God has set before you. Trust that favor. It's not random, and it's not by chance. It's God working behind the scenes, aligning everything in your life to bring you to where you need to be. Embrace it with humility and gratitude, knowing that this favor is not only for you, but for the greater work that God has prepared you to do. There is a fire that burns deep within the heart of every person, a longing that refuses to be ignored. It is not a passing fancy or a fleeting wish, but a persistent desire, a pull towards something greater, something higher. This desire often begins quietly as a gentle whisper, but over time, it grows stronger, louder, and more undeniable. You may try to set it aside, to focus on other things, but it won't let you go. It calls to you when you wake in the morning, and it lingers in your thoughts long after the day is done. That is the voice of purpose. And when God is guiding you toward your destiny, it manifests in the form of a persistent desire planted deep in your soul. This is not a desire born of selfish ambition or shallow aspirations. It is a divine calling, something that speaks to the very core of who you are, reminding you that you were created for something extraordinary. The world may try to convince you that your dreams are too big, that your desires are unrealistic, but God doesn't place desires in your heart that are impossible to achieve. When God is in the equation, even the most impossible dreams become possible. This persistent desire, this yearning in your heart, is not a coincidence. It is a sign that God is aligning your heart with His will. You may have moments of doubt. You may wonder if the desires you have are too far out of reach, or if you're even capable of accomplishing them. But I want to encourage you today to trust that desire. Trust that God, who placed it within you, will provide the strength, the resources, and the people you need to fulfill it. That desire is not meant to frustrate you or lead you down a path of endless longing. It is meant to ignite action, to stir your faith, and to lead you toward the puros He has designed just for you. It's important to recognize that the persistent desire in your heart is not something that happens overnight. It grows over time, and it often takes root when you least expect it. It may start as a quiet notion, a seed planted deep within you, and as you nurture it with prayer, faith, and perseverance, it begins to bloom. This desire takes on a life of its own, and with every step you take, it becomes clearer and more defined. When God is guiding you to your purpose, that persistent desire will not be easily silenced. It won't fade with time. Instead, it will only grow stronger, reminding you that you are meant for more. Even when the road is tough, when obstacles seem insurmountable, that desire will continue to burn brightly within you, urging you to press forward. It's like a compass pointing you in the direction you need to go. And no matter how many times you may be tempted to give up or go a different way, that desire will keep calling you back. Remember, it is not the desire itself that is powerful, but the God who has placed it there. He has created you with a purpose, and He will not leave you to figure it out on your own. That persistent desire is His invitation to trust Him, to follow Him, and to step into the life you were always meant to live. So when you feel that desire rising within you, don't dismiss it. Don't allow fear or doubt to convince you that it's too much to pursue. It is not a coincidence. It is a call to action, a sign that you are being led towards something extraordinary. Trust that desire. It is God's way of guiding you to your true purpose. And if you listen closely, you will hear His voice in it, leading you every step of the way. When you begin to walk in your purpose, something unexpected happens. Challenges will arise. These challenges will not be what you anticipate. They will not always look like what you thought a journey toward purpose should look like. But let me tell you something. These challenges are not obstacles meant to hinder you. They are divine opportunities, tailor-made for your growth, meant to strengthen your character and build the resilience you need to fulfill the purpose God has placed on your life. There's a misconception that when we are on the right path, everything will go smoothly, but that's not the truth. The journey of purpose is rarely a straight line. It is often a winding road filled with twists and turns, ups and downs, moments of triumph and moments of failure. These challenges come to shape you, to refine you, to prepare you for what's ahead. At the onset, these challenges may seem daunting, even unfair. You might question why something so difficult is standing in your way when you are simply trying to live out what you know is your calling. But God never promised that following him would be free from hardship. In fact, he said that in this world we will have trouble. But he also said he has overcome the world. The very challenges that feel like setbacks are actually setups for something greater. They are shaping you, molding you, and building the endurance that will be required for the work ahead. Think of the greatest leaders, the greatest innovators, and the greatest people of purpose in history. What do they all have in common? They have faced trials, struggles, and moments when they could have turned back. But it was through those struggles that they were refined, strengthened, and equipped to fulfill their purpose. Without adversity, there would be no growth. Without challenges, there would be no strength. These difficulties are the furnace through which your character is refined, just as gold is purified in fire. Every challenge that comes your way is an invitation to go deeper. Deeper into trust, deeper into faith, and deeper into the understanding that you are not in this alone. You are being equipped for something far greater than you can imagine. It's easy to think that your purpose is only going to be revealed in moments of success and joy. But it is also forged in moments of trial. It's in those difficult moments when you feel like you can't go on, when you wonder if you're truly capable, that your faith grows. It's in these moments that you see what you are made of. You begin to discover the depths of your own strength, the depth of God's grace, and the depth of your calling. When you face these challenges, remember that they are not signs that you're on the wrong path. They are signs that you're exactly where you need to be. Challenges are proof that you are being stretched, that you are being prepared, and that you are being made ready for the purpose that lies ahead. Every struggle you face is preparing you to carry the weight of your destiny. As you walk the path of purpose, there are moments when you feel uncertain, when you question whether you're truly on the right track or if the dreams in your heart are just illusions. It's easy to feel isolated in these moments, as though you're carrying a burden too heavy to bear alone. But I want to remind you that you are never truly alone on this journey. God, in His wisdom and grace, often uses others to confirm the direction He is leading you. He speaks through people, through voices that come alongside you, affirming what you already sense deep within your soul. Have you ever experienced a moment when someone, perhaps a friend, a mentor, or even a complete stranger, says something that resonates so deeply with you that it feels like a direct confirmation of what you've been feeling in your heart? They speak words that echo what God has been whispering to you in the quiet of your soul. And suddenly, you realize that you are not walking this journey in isolation. God is surrounding you with a community of people who are meant to speak life into your purpose, to encourage you when you're feeling discouraged, and to push you forward when you're tempted to give up. When you are walking in your purpose, these confirmations from others will often come at the most unexpected times. It might be a conversation you overhear, a word of encouragement from a stranger, or an unexpected phone call that reminds you of why you started in the first place. These confirmations can come in many forms: through a prophetic word, through a scripture that someone shares with you, or through someone who simply believes in you when you struggle to believe in yourself. It's as though God has strategically placed people in your life who will speak life into your purpose, nudging you to keep going even when the road seems difficult. This is not just random chance. This is divine orchestration. God knows exactly what you need, and He knows how to send the right people into your life at the right time. He surrounds you with a cloud of witnesses, people who will help carry you when you're weak, who will celebrate with you when you succeed, and who will remind you of your calling when you forget. Their words are not just words, they are vessels through which God's voice echoes, confirming that you are not mistaken in your pursuit of purpose. Sometimes these confirmations come through hard conversations, through people who challenge you, who push you to go deeper, to step up, and to stop settling for less than what you're called to achieve. These people are not there to discourage you, but to shape you, to refine you, and to remind you that your purpose is too important to abandon. They see what you cannot always see in yourself. They call out the greatness within you, even when you're too weary or discouraged to believe it. The beautiful thing about God's confirmation through others is that it's not just about affirming your decisions, it's about the community that supports you. Purpose is never meant to be lived in isolation. God uses relationships, both deep and brief, to help you recognize your worth, to remind you of your calling, and to keep you anchored in His truth. As you walk through the ups and downs of life, you begin to notice that your purpose isn't just your own, it is woven together with the stories of others. And through them, God will continue to speak, guiding you, confirming your steps, and encouraging you to press on. In these moments of confirmation, remember that they are not a coincidence. They are the loving hand of God reaching out to you through others, reminding you that you are not forgotten. You are seen, you are known, and you are supported in ways that may not always be visible to the eye, but are always present in the spirit. Trust these moments. Embrace the voices of those who stand alongside you and recognize that in their words, God is affirming your purpose and reminding you that your journey is exactly where it needs to be.